Hello and welcome to the new topic Grammar Translation Method. Introduction. Grammar Translation Method is the offspring of German scholarship. The purpose is to know everything about something rather than the thing itself. Grammar Translation Method was first known in the United States as the Prussian Method. We move on to the next. Characteristics of grammar translation method. Language is to be taught through detailed study of grammatical rules, translating sentences into and out of the target language, foreign language, or the norms. It encourages memorization of rules. Characteristics of grammar translation method. The first language is always referred to the source of learning a second or foreign language. Reading and writing are the major focus. No attention is paid to speaking or listening. Words are taught through bilingual word lists. Characteristics. Accuracy is emphasized. Grammar is taught deductively, that is, by presentation of grammar rules. Rules first and examples next. Native language is the medium of instruction. Students have no freedom. It creates frustration. We continue. Characteristics of grammar translation method. Of course, teachers do not encourage creativity. Grammar translation method dominated Europe and foreign language teaching from the 1840s to the 1940s. It is still widely used in some parts of the world today. Characteristics of grammar translation method. We continue our discussion. In mid and late 19th century, opposition to grammar translation method developed. It laid the foundations for reform movement, and the whole of grammar translation method, in brief, you can understand in this way. We have grammar translation method and we have the five major branches: principles of grammar translation method, techniques, teaching learning process, emphasis on language areas, role of teachers. Now talk about principles, major points under principles. Under the principles we always read and appreciate foreign literature. We always try to translate, and we always try to develop reading and writing a skill, and we learn from the target language. Then techniques. Memorization is the technique to progress in grammar translation method. Then fill in the blanks, type of questions we give to the students. Translation of a literary passage. When somebody can translate well, we think that a student is good at learning a language. Deductive application of rules, that is to say, examples come next after definitions. Then we have under teaching learning process, we have focus on translating everything. Look for native language equivalents. We try to search for the equivalent of the same word in the native language. Then we learn grammatical rules first, definitions come first, and examples follow next. Emphasis on language areas. We have more focus upon vocabulary, then we concentrate more on grammar. Of course, reading is the primary task, and then we follow writing. We don't have listening, we don't have speaking in grammar translation method. Then role of teachers. When we evaluate the role of teachers, what we come to know is that teachers control all activities in the classroom. Teachers don't allow freedom of any sort to the students. Students only look for how to answer questions and how to write answers correctly. And then students have passive participation in the classroom because teachers take the center stage in the classroom. And I think that's all. We have the references. Sweet Henry, The Practical Study of Languages, London, Oxford University Press, 1964. Palmer Harold E., The Principles of Language Study, Oxford University Press, 1964. Rivers Vilga M., Teaching Foreign Language Skills, the University of Chicago Press, London, 1981. We have questions. Question number 1, write in detail about grammar translation method. Question number 2, write true or false against each statement. Number 1, grammar translation method does not encourage grammatical rules. False. 2, no attention is paid to speaking or listening. True. Third, teachers do not encourage creativity. True. 4, students have a lot of freedom to learn. False. 5, Words are taught through bilingual word lists. True. That's all we have. Thank you and goodbye.